Hey anglers, it's Al, the Hitman Sims with the Connecticut Fishing Recon Report. The freshest reports online. Brought to you by blackopsfishing.com. Real undercover fishing. The first recon report comes to us from Fishing Factory 3 in Middletown. The dog days of summer are here. Water temps are on the rise and the humidity is a daily occurrence. Striper fishing is decent though at the local reefs like hatchets, bartletts, black point, and live bait is the key to success. The Connecticut River continues to be a mess, making it hard for the bunker junkies, but that should change by the weekend. The race has a decent yield bite once the lights go out. The DEP docks at the mouth are just giving up the occasional keeper and a few blues on the chunk. Porgy fishing is slow locally. The consensus is that the porgy bite is better east of Niantic. Fluke is pretty good though. Andrew heard that schools of squid have been triggering good bites just outside the Thames. The RI beach area has a great bite going on. Blue crabs are in. They've been in for the last few weeks and the size has been increasing. Bringing home dinner is now a good possibility. Good places to try are Black Hall River, the Causeway, and Oyster River. And the next recon report comes to us from the Fish Connection in Preston, Connecticut. This report is for the Thames River area and east. Stripers are on the reefs in the Rhode Island area. Sand eel and butterfish schools are triggering that bite. Three-weighing eels in the race has been very good at night. Porgies have been on the slow side. The fluke bite has been phenomenal. The best area is the Misquamicut Beach area. The south side of Fishers is good too, but seems to contain more shorts than Misquamicut. Other great areas to try for fluke are Seaflower, Sarah's Ledge, Vixens Ledge, and Intrepid Rock. Blues. Bluefish are everywhere. Diamond jigging in the race is the way to get them. We've had a few reports of sea bass from the Block Island area, and blue crabs are starting to show. Guys have been buying the traps and the bait, so we know they're out there. And the next recon report comes to us from Hilliard's Tackle in Waterford. Striper fishing is still good and the night bite is best. All the local reefs are providing bass like bartletts, hatchets, and black point, but they do go hot and cold. Try to catch it when it's hot. The race has been providing great action for three-way eelers at night. Other good places to try are the Sluiceway, Plum Gut, and Race Rock. Bluefish are everywhere from beach and boat. The best way to bag a limit though is diamond jigging in the race. Porgies, no big amounts of porgies in the Niantic River. Occasional big fish have come into the shop, but that's about it. Sea bass, there's short ones everywhere. The anglers that are getting keepers are keeping their spots quiet. Black Point and the Bloody Grounds are places to try. Fluke. Hilliard's tells us that fluke fishing is so good it's hard to leave any place out. There's even keepers coming right out of the Niantic River. 19 to 21 inch fish are the norm, and fish up to 10 pounds are coming into the shop every week. Stop at the shop. We're loaded with all kinds of fluke bait, including fresh squid and Peruvian smelt. And the next recon report comes to us from Connecticut Outfitters in Weathersfield. Freshwater bass, good to very good, although the heat has slowed down both anglers and the bass the last few days. Guys who tough it out in the heat are doing very well. Some good reports from guys fishing drop shot rigs as well as all the usual lures. Top water is still good, especially at night and early mornings. Lakes that have had good LMB fishing in the last week include Candlewood, Moodus, Winchester, East Twin, Highland, Coventry, and Amos. Almost any lake or pond right now should produce bass. Smallmouth bass. Still some reports coming from Bayesian Lake, Candlewood Lake, and Coventry Lake. If you like wading the rivers, you can catch large numbers of smallmouths in many of our rivers like Willimantic, Patchogue, Quinnipiac, and the Housatonic. Use an ultralight pole and a spinner for tons of action. On the Connecticut River, fishing good north of Hartford for smallies. Kings Island, Scannick River, the Old Wing Dam at the end of Vibert Road are good areas to try from shore or boat. Swim shads and jigs like the Kitech Swing Impact are favorites of Connecticut River smallmouth fishermen. South of Hartford, the river has been inconsistent with muddy water and debris. Fishing is best in backwaters and eddies where the water remains a bit clearer. catfish. Catfishing is real good in the river despite the crazy weather. Our gang of regulars, Kyle, Moose, Jeff, and Leon, are fishing the banks in Haddam area, banging cats to 11 pounds every other night with fresh eel chunks. Just last evening, 7/19, Fish Sean, Jeff, and Alex took out the Black Ops inflatable and slayed big cats in the same area. Pike fishing is very good at patchogue, good at Winchester and Bantam. Tossing spinnerbaits is a good method for pike or bass. Remember, pike love the cloudy days and storm fronts. Trout. Guys are still getting some nice trout by trolling with lead core and downriggers in the lakes. Reports of some very nice browns and kokanees from East Twin Lakes trolling at 30 feet over 60 feet of water. Stream and river trout fishing remains pretty good. River flows are up. Morning and evenings when it's a bit cooler have been the best. Good reports from Farmington, Salmon, and Blackledge rivers in the last few days. Dave and Son banged a bunch more trout on small shiners in the Blackledge River just before it joins the Jeremy River to form the Salmon. The Marine report, stripers are still inconsistent at the Connecticut River mouth. The off-color water makes it tough to fish. Few fish coming from the DEP docks on chunks, but not much for size or action for this time of the year. Also a few blues in the same area. Better action for shore fishermen comes from Harkness Beach, Fort Trumbull on the Thames River, also Bluff Point. Also the Rhode Island reefs and beaches where bass are attacking the schools of butterfish and sand eels right now. The bass on the local reefs like hatchets, spartlets, and Black Point are fishing good. 3-weighing live bait is the most productive method. Lots of bass at night in the race, the sluice way, plum gut, race rock. Live eels at night is the ticket. Smaller stripers around at Millstone most every day. The big news is the Greater Weathersfield Whisker Roundup Catfish Tournament. Families, clubs, and groups welcome. $500 cash first prize, $250 second prize, $100 third prize. Register at Connecticut Outfitters, 512 Silas Dean Highway, $20 per person. 6 p.m. August 3rd through 7 a.m. August the 4th. Call 860-57. This has been Al the Hitman Sims with the Connecticut Fishing Recon Report. Until next week, keep off my bass.